Megan here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today we're going to do a 30-minute cardio Pilates workout. So we're going to be toning, strength training, and lengthening our body. So I'm going to use a 2.5 pound weights. Weights are optional, but I do recommend them for this workout. So go ahead and grab your weights, and if you don't have weights, water bottles or any type of canned goods will work just as well. So whatever you have or no weights, let's get started. So we're going to start out in a wide second. So legs are further than hip distance apart and our toes are pointing out towards the sides. And we have our weights or whatever you're using in hand. From here, we're just going to go into a nice plie squat with a bicep curl and lift. So you really want to drive through those heels as you lift your body up. And think about bringing those inner thighs in towards each other like there's a magnet. Good, so squeezing those glutes, squeezing those inner thighs towards each other, coming down and extending all the way up. Try to bring your legs all the way down to a nice parallel position with that mat and then lift. Good, so we're just gonna warm up the body, start bringing up that heart rate, focus on your breath, and bringing our body straight down, not arching that butt back. Good. Keep on going in through your nose and out through that purse slip. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to stay in that squat. And now we're going to bring our arms forward and we're just going to crisscross them as we releve on the balls of our feet. So we stay low in that squat, our knees are bent, they're not extended. And you can see I'm just lifting and lowering my heels with my arms straight in front of me, crisscrossing them one over another. Still engaging in that core, trying to stay low in that squat. Firing up those quads, calves, everything. Keep going. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels down and come on up. Good. So we're going to still stay in that wide second. Toes still pointed out towards the sides of the room. And now we're going to come into a nice shoulder press, but coming onto those balls of the feet. So we're just relevating up and down, lifting the heels and lowering them, and doing a shoulder press with our arms. So you can see here that my arms do not pass shoulder level, so they don't come down here. They stop here and they lift. So as we lift up towards the ceiling, we lift those heels. Whew. Keep going, guys. Still engaging that core, pull those shoulders back. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're gonna stay high on those heels, bring the palms facing towards each other. We're gonna bend those elbows. So stay high on those heels, don't drop those heels, and we're just gonna get some triceps. Find a spot on that floor. Ooh, my calves are burning. Arms are on fire. Good job. Let's go for 5. Keep your elbows narrow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Whew. Good job, guys. Shake it off, but we're still going to stay in that wide second. And then from here, we're just going to do single leg lunge, and we're going to switch. So we're still in that wide second. Now I'm going to lunge towards my right side. Now I'm going to sit my butt back towards my heel and go into a shoulder press back to center. So I'm just switching from side to side. And I'm driving through that foot to lift me back up to starting position. So think about really leaning and lunging towards that lunging leg. And then driving through that foot, squeezing the butt to lift you up. Good. Keep going. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Whew. Shake the shoulders off. Now, we're gonna stay in this wide second, but we're gonna move our feet parallel. So now our toes should be pointing forward, facing towards the camera. They're not out towards the sides of the room. So you want them forward. And we're gonna go back into that nice side lunge, but we're just gonna lift our heel and raise our arm. So from here, I'm gonna lunge towards my right side, lift my heel, and do a front shoulder raise, and then back to center. So I'm just going back and forth between right side and left side. Same thing here, guys. Think about really sitting back towards that heel now. And really driving through that ball of the foot to lift us back to center. See if you can get low. Get a little bit lower. Really lifting that arm up, shoulder height. Really lifting that heel up. Good. Heart rate should be up by now. Mine sure is. Keep going, guys. Stay strong. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one here. Good. And now let's go ahead and walk our feet towards each other now. So now we want our feet about hip distance apart. You don't want them too far. And from here, we're going to do a lateral leg lift with shoulder presses. So let's bring our arms up towards our shoulder height. I'm going to start lifting with my left leg, so my right leg is going to be down. So you just really want to lift that leg up laterally. Try to bring it up all the way up towards your hip. Try to keep a slight bend in the left standing leg so we don't hyperextend that knee. And really think about pushing and pulling up with our hip abductors. So really hitting that side glute, side thigh, but working our left standing leg and getting into the shoulders. Good job, guys. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it in. We're still going to use that leg. Bringing our hands in front of us. I'm actually going to turn towards the side so you can see. So I'm still going to be using my right leg that I was working. And now I'm just going to go into a nice leg extension back and lifting opposite arm. So it was the same leg that was lifting up laterally. Now I'm just lifting it back, squeezing that glute, and lifting my left arm up in front to a front shoulder raise. You might want to find a spot on that floor here and think about lengthening through that spine. Make sure the crown of that head long in front of you. I'm not crunched over. I'm really lengthening and squeezing this glute as I lift. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Whew. Good job, guys. We're going to do the same exact thing. Now let's go on to our other side. So now my right leg is going to be my standing leg, and my left leg is going to be my mover. So catch your breath, and when you're ready, let's start with those shoulder raises with that lateral lift. So keep a slight bend in that right knee, and lift and down. So really think about lifting that left leg up, bringing it up towards hip level here. So really hitting those hip abductor, outer thigh, outer glute. Good job, guys. And lots of energy through these arms. They're not just going up. We're really pushing up towards that ceiling and bringing it down towards our shoulders. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. I'm just going to go towards the side, but you guys can stay forward. And we're going to do the same thing. Our working leg is still this left leg. And we're just going to hinge forward. And now I'm going to bring left leg, right arm up into a nice leg extension and forward arm shoulder raise here. Remember, I'm reaching long through the crown of my head. So nice and long spine here. Think about really reaching this leg back long, squeezing that glute. Lots of energy in this arm that's rising up and down. Good job, guys. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Whew. Great job, guys. Let's go ahead and put our weights down. And then we're going to come on down to our mats. So make your way down. If you need a drink of water or a towel, now is the time. And then from here, let's come down. I'm going to come down onto my left side. So I'm coming down to my left forearm. Make sure my hips are stacked. So they're right on top of each other. You don't want to be rolled out onto this right side. Make sure they're stacked. My bottom leg is my left leg. It's going to come to 90 degrees. And I'm going to reach my top leg out long. And I'm really pressing through the shoulder. I'm not sagging in. Reaching my right hand up overhead. We're going to go into a nice oblique crunch. We'll do this in a variation. So we'll keep this left leg down for now. And then we're going to reach overhead, reach the toe out long towards that wall behind us. And then we're going to come, bring elbow to knee. And think about closing your hip bone with your smallest rib. So closing that gap, really getting into those obliques, and then lengthening through that side. So point those toes. Lots of energy through this moving leg. As we pull out, we're lengthening through this right side. So we're getting that nice oblique crunch, but we're also getting that nice, almost of a mermaid stretch here. Good. We're going to add on to this in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. We're going to do the same thing, but now if you want the challenge, you're going to lift that bottom leg up. Keep the knee down. We're lifting that hip up, and now it's a little bit more of a stabilizing our body here, so more abs, more shoulder strength, same movement. So we're closing that gap between our hip bone and smallest rib, getting into those obliques. Try to keep those hips stacked. Press through that left shoulder. Lots of muscles working here. Stay strong. Focus on that breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extend everything. Extend that right leg out. Arm comes up. And from here, we're just going to dip our hip down and lift. So we're just bringing that left hip towards the mat and then lifting up through that left side. So getting that nice rainbow arch through this left side oblique. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one here, guys. If you're strong enough, extend both legs out. Stack them. Nice little star and lift that right leg and just hold it. Shaking and strengthening. I'm there with you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down and come on down. Good job. Shake it off. And before we hit that other side, we're gonna come down onto our backs. So let's sit up tall. I'm just gonna do a nice little roll down. So we're gonna sit up tall. Feet are flat, bringing our hands right behind our knees. So think about pulling your hands, putting them right behind your knees, and then pulling back into the back of those legs. So as you pull back, lengthen through that spine. It'll help you really sit up tall in those sit bones, pulling up, reaching the crown of that head long up towards that ceiling. Good. From here, as you pull up, now let's find that C curve. Engaging that core, find that nice C curve, drawing our abs towards our spine, and then let's just slowly roll on down, one vertebrae at a time, until we meet the mat. Good. Extending our legs out long, hands come out, and we're just going to bring our hands up overhead, and we're just going to do some roll-ups. So this might be a little nice active recovery. So let's bring our arms up overhead. So our hands come right above our shoulders. From there, we bring our head, neck, and shoulder up, tucking the chin, and then using our core to roll all the way up, reaching towards our feet. And then remember, lengthen through that spine. You're not crunching over. You're really pulling forward. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, finding that C curve as we roll down. So we're really finding spine articulation here, bringing our arms up, tucking the chin, head, neck, and shoulders, and then guiding all the way up, using our core, and then reaching through our low back to reach towards our feet, and then slowly C curve down, one vertebrae at a time as we roll on down. Good job, guys. Let's do that one more time. Hands come up towards the ceiling, tucking the chin, bringing the head, neck, and shoulders up, and then using the core to lift us, and then reaching towards our feet, stretching through that low back, feel the hamstring stretch, and then slowly roll on down. C curve down, and then one vertebrae at a time, and hands come up. Good. From here, let's go ahead and find our legs at nice tabletop position, okay? So we want to bring them up nice 90 degrees. Hands come up overhead. And then we're just going to come into a nice little teaser prep. So we're going to bring our hands up, tuck the chin, and then using the core to come on up. Keeping the legs up at tabletop here. We're not going to drop them. So really a lot of core here. And then think about lifting up through that chest, sitting up taller in the sit bones. And then C curve on down. And then hands come back up. So it's almost the same thing, those roll-ups, but our legs are up at tabletop. So this makes it a little bit more challenging, a lot more core, and this really preps us for our nice teasers. So hands come up, tuck that chin, use that core, roll on up, and then lift through that chest. And then slowly roll on down. Good, let's do that one more time. Hands come up, tuck that chin, use the core, roll on up, whew, and then lift through that chest. Good job, guys. Now let's find our C curve and roll down. We're going to stay in that nice flexion. We're going to extend those legs out, arms come out, and then let's pump hundreds. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Halfway there, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So you can get a little bit closer, exhale. Rolling up more in that spine, inhale, exhale, point those toes, inhale, exhale. Roll up into a ball, grabbing those knees. See if you can roll into a nice little ball, pulling those knees towards your chest. And then slowly come on out of it. Good job, guys. Now let's go ahead. Bring our legs back to tabletop. Coming nice into flexion, and we're going to go into single leg stretch. So So I'm going to extend my right leg out and I'm bringing my left leg in. Outside hand on ankle, inside hand on knee. Find that nice flexion. This is too much, you can keep your head down, and we're gonna switch. Point those toes, switch. Switch. Feel this in the core. Keep it out of your neck and shoulders and that low back. So think about really pulling closer in towards your knees if you're feeling this in your neck. Let's add some speed. So pull it back 2 times, back, back. Just pulsing it in and adding a little bit more speed, bringing up that heart rate, killing those abs. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hands behind your head. We're going to twist towards that bent knee and then back. So we're just adding a nice little twist, and think about bringing your armpit towards that bent knee, not your elbow. You want to stay broad in the collarbones, don't collapse in that chest, and really using those obliques to twist us. Good. Keep going, see if we can add some speed. Abs on fire. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Hug those knees. We're almost done here, guys. Whew. You know, if you've taken my classes before, you know I love to burn out our abs. So from here, we're going to go into double leg stretch. We're going to send up everything up overhead, send those legs long, circle those arms, and grab your knees or your ankles, whatever, or sorry, your shins or your ankles. So let's do that again, extending everything out opposite way, circling those arms, and grabbing our knees. Our ankles. I think I'm spent. Let's go. Out. In. So you want to make a nice little Viking boat when you extend everything out. Engaging that core. Make sure you close that gap between your low back and that mat. You should be not feeling this in your lower back. So find that pelvic tilt. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last time, guys, just hold it out. Hold those arms long, hold those legs long, shake. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab those knees and come on down. Whew. Hopefully your abs are definitely on fire now. Mine sure are. Good job, guys. Just take a quick little breather here. And then let's grab our leg and roll on up. Good. If you need water or if you need a towel, now's your time. And then we're going to come on to our right side, and then we're going to do that whole side body version that we did on the left side. So let's come on up. When you're ready, I'm going to come onto my right side now. So my right forearm comes down. My hips are stacked, remember? My right leg is down now. It's 90 degrees, and now my left leg is extended. So we're going to do that variation again. So we're just going to start with our leg down first. Bringing our arm up overhead, and then coming into that nice little oblique crunch. So same thing here, guys. Remember, we're closing that gap between our hip bone and our smallest rib bone. So you really want to close that gap here. Feel that nice oblique getting into our waistline. Good. And then really lengthening and reaching long as you extend arm and leg out from opposite direction. Getting that nice little lateral stretch, like a mermaid stretch through this left side. Good. Let's go for 4. We're going to add on. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Same thing. Now we're going to come up, push through our left forearm, using that shoulder. Don't sag into it. Lifting our hips off that mat. We're keeping that right knee down. Same thing here. Just make sure your elbow's right under your shoulder. Press through that shoulder. And then from here, same thing. closing that gap between the hip bone and the rib, keeping those hips stacked, lengthening that body as we extend opposite direction. Stay strong, guys. Press through that right shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, now let's go ahead and dip our hip down and up. So now we're just bringing that hip down towards our mat and then lifting up through this right oblique now. Like a rainbow. Think about really rainbowing that side. Lifting those hips up high as you can. Down and up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, guys. Last one here. Extend both legs out. Stacking the legs. Stack those hips. And if you can, go ahead and lift that left leg up into a star. Just hold it. You got it. Shaking and strengthening. I'm there with you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Whew. Good job, guys. Almost there. Let's come on to all fours now. So we're going to come on to all fours. Onto our knees and hands. Make sure our knees are right under our hips. And from here, tuck the toes. Make sure our hip distance apart. And we're just going to hover those feet, hover those knees. And we're going to walk out to plank, back to hovering plank. So we're just walking out to a plank and then back to a hovering plank. So the hard part here, pushing through those hands, stabilizing through the shoulders, but also try to keep the minimal movement through the hips, just moving through those legs. You got it. Nice strong core. Draw that belly button in closer towards your spine. For 3, 2. Last one. Stay in that plank. Open up the legs just a little bit, hip distance apart. And now we're just going to lift one hand up. One arm up, sorry. Straight, forward, raises. Same thing. Less movement through those hips. Nice strong core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last one here, guys, mountain climbers. Just bring those knees in towards your chest. We are almost there. This is it. Empty your tank. Nice strong core. Let's add some speed. Stay strong. Keep going. Empty your tank. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees down and come into a child pose. Whew. And come on up. All right, guys, that was our 30-minute cardio Pilates workout using a light hand weight. Mine were 2.5 pounds. Your choice was optional, or you can use water bottles or canned goods. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got that heart rate up. Great job. If you need a stretch, check out my 15-minute total body stretch. I'll link it in the comments here. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks, bye.